they're super particular, but it's just like she's like.
Well, she knows her brand.
That's what I love about it, though, is that she's like. She knows exactly like what she wants, like what the look is.
Yeah.
And then she goes for that. You know.
The last one I went to was the Halloween one. That was a good one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was a spicy tamale one.
Oh, I didn't go to the Halloween one. So the ones I went to were, the one was like disco. It was like Disco Fever.
I saw that.
There was a Disco Fever one, but then there was also a toga party, like a goddess.
Did you go to XCS and Sanctum?
No, because the first sex party I went to was Sanctum back in the day.
Yeah, when it was that guy.
Well, yeah. Damon's been running it for a long time, but it was even like, this was like back when it was really good. And when I say back, I don't know how old you are.
Well, I'm 25 now. And the first one I went to was when I was on my 20th birthday, because my birthday is Valentine's Day. And when I went to on my 20th birthday, it was good. Yeah. Just 5 years ago. Whoa, yeah. So that means I've been here for a while.
The one I'm talking about is like 2014.
Yeah.
So like it's.
So you've been in the scene.
Real. Yeah, I'm 33, so I've been around for a while.
I started when I was 19, so I've been here.
You and I started at the same time. But yeah, that one was crazy because there was like, I saw Angelina Jolie there, Bill Maher, like it was back when, this was when when he
was still low key about it.
Yeah. But this was also like back when like celebrities like weren't throwing their own parties. They weren't throwing their own parties and they're like, oh shit, someone's curating something like Eyes Wide Shut. We all have to go. Now it's kind of like, the
last one I went to at XCS, Snoop Dogg was there.
Snoop Dogg was there?
He wasn't getting naked pulling his wiener out, but he was like around.
The part about XCS that I got most jealous not going was I really wanted to see 2 Feet.
2 feet?
The musician, like the guitar player.
I was like, I have 2 feet. I was like, you want to see it right now?
This is a true OnlyFans. Like, oh, you like feet? Like, I don't I'm buckling her shoes. So
if I was born earlier, I would have went to Kinky Rabbit or Sanctum earlier. But like when I was 19, I was like, I'm here, guys.
Yeah, if I was legal a lot earlier, I would have it. Awesome. So tell everybody what you do and kind of like what your thing is, because we put out this podcast really to highlight like the unconventional methods that our generation is being successful, and also just to like tear down stigmas of like whether you're a comedian, whether you're running a car shop, or whether you're an OnlyFans model. There's just so many different ways to make it now, and I think like a big part of it is helping our generation understand that like you don't have to go take that desk job and kill yourself.
Yeah, definitely don't kill yourself. Not recommended. No, wouldn't do it.
Even metaphorically, right? Like, part of it comes with a lot of freedom. So I won't steal your thunder, but tell everybody what you do and who you are.
I'm Kazumi, formerly Kazumi Squirts. Now I'm just Kazumi, like Beyonce. But
Do you still squirt? You know
what? I'm more of a creamer.
Okay.
So the story of my name was... Originally, my original Instagram was the Goat Girl because I like goats. They're really cute and stuff. And people would tell me to make the noise and I would do it. And they'd be like, you're the Goat Girl. And then eventually I tried to SFS or shout out for shout out with another girl. And she was like, do you fuck goats? And I was like, no way, dude. What? And she was like, well, you're called the Goat Girl. So just assuming. So I searched far and wide for like a good name. So I've been going to sex parties for a long time. Okay. And my alter ego name was always Kazumi. So I was Kazumi Big Booty for a second, but then my friend was like, well, I think big booty, I think like big booty, and I don't know, I think you're like a medium sized, maybe like small medium booty. And I
was this a good honest friend or like a hater friend?
I would say she was right, because when I think Kazumi Big Booty, I'm thinking BBW booty. I'm definitely so unfortunately, but I do a lot of hardcore content because I was obviously really comfortable going to sex clubs and having sex in front of strangers anyways. So putting a camera in front of it wasn't like a huge leap for me. So I was Kazumi Squirts because I felt like it communicated like I'm a freaky gal. But truthfully, I'm more of like a Kazumi Creams. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that happens to all of us, right? We learn where we land. We start squirting, but then we land somewhere with the cream.
Yeah, And I'm not gonna like fake pee and ruin my mattress or something. Like I feel like creaming is something I'm more consistently doing.
Okay. There you go. Well, that's unusual because most people are not comfortable in front of the camera right away, especially men on the pornographic front, whether it be a sex party or on OnlyFans. as soon as the camera comes on, you can be on 3 tabs of Viagra and it.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Before I even started doing porn, well, I was a marketing executive, which was cool. So I was really into marketing and stuff like that. And I would bring a lot of first dates to sex parties just to see if they could fuck me in front of people. And I feel like
first date, just not people associated with your company.
No,
just regular.
Well. Oh yeah, I was saying it because sometimes I'd bring coworkers, but I was really good at my job, so it was okay.
There you go.
I don't know. I guess I had
put up numbers,
seniority or something. I was in there, so yeah, I would bring like coworkers to the sex party, and they would fuck me, and I would say like, let's fuck, and a lot of the times they'd be like, whoa, like there's like 7 people doing like a jack off circle like around us right now. I don't know if I can get hard, and I would know that maybe this isn't cut out for you.
That's great. So you sound to me like the closet sexual girl that always wanted to like run free sexually.
I don't think I was a closet sexual girl.
Well, when I say closet, but like, you know, when you're early in life and you feel like you can't
I was terminally horny, dude.
Yeah, I terminally horny. That's a much better way.
I felt like I always was a little more horny than everyone else. Like, I remember like I was really Christian growing up, or that's a lie. I just kind of didn't want to go to hell, and that looked scary, so I just didn't have sex until college. But until then, I did the poop hole loophole because I was like,
wait, hold on, poop hole loophole.
Yeah, so I would do anal, you know, and that's what I would do in high school instead of have vaginal sex. So I couldn't go to hell.
Okay.
I'm probably still gonna go to hell for other reasons, but yeah.
I totally understand because I'm one of those few people that confirmed Catholic atheist, right? Like I went through all the steps to like satisfy my
That's
parents,
the pipeline,
Yeah, but like, because like, you know, like your parents want you to get married in a church, but you're like, I don't subscribe to much of this.
I can only date another swinger. Like, I know I really like a guy when I can imagine him sharing him with the homies. Because if it's really good, I would want to spread the wealth, and you know, I'm a girl's girl.
I love that. So you're definitely bi then. Right?
Yeah, I would say pansexual. I don't really care.
What's the difference, or like?
I don't really. I think at this point, it's really semantics. I mean, I think there's more than 2 genders personally. So I think bi, the word is 2. But I know a lot of people will argue differently, but I really just don't really care anymore. It's really just about like, am I attracted to you? Are you attracted to me? And I feel like at the end of the day, I'm more attracted to like enthusiasm. Like, do you want to eat my pussy? Then you can eat my pussy.
That's great. Yeah, we were talking. I think I was talking with Amber or someone else earlier about we call it game. Right? When we're talking about dating or whatnot.
Yeah.
But like, really, so much of it is just us being comfortable to say really what we want.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, if I want 50 dicks in my mouth, are you going to facilitate that?
Yeah. Can you make it happen? And you were telling me a story earlier about 8 guys.
Oh, yeah. When I did a reverse gangbang. I don't know if you've heard my biggest podcast, If No Jumper. That's when I talk about fucking 50 guys in one night. I just went to a party and it happened. Yeah. Yeah.
So you got no limits. What is the record for
50? 50 for me. But Annabelle Chong, who went to USC, who I've done a lot of like gangbang research about because she was like my gangbang Jesus. She did 300 or something in 10 hours.
Wow.
But I didn't film mine. I just did it because I was a slut. I was just there and there was 50 dudes.
Just happened to be in the right place at the
right time. Yeah, that was like even before. I wish I had an OnlyFans back then, but I was just living in the moment, college, you know.
Yeah. But that's actually great because like I think a big struggle that most girls have with OnlyFans is they have to get past the mental hurdle of like how society will judge them.
Yeah.
I talked to you. You were already getting past that hurdle just for the love of having sex and how horny you were. And then you found a way to monetize.
Yeah, I feel like, first of all, in high school, everyone knew I was a slut. So I already like went past those mental hurdles of like thinking that anyone's opinion about me mattered. But I mean, at the end of the day, I go to sleep with myself and I'm secure with myself. And I only have sex with people that respect me. And if it's 50 dudes with their dicks out, and I also want to have sex with 50 dudes with their dicks out, then who fucking cares?
Has there been points where you've been more insecure about something or where you've had to, you know, mentally coach yourself through something? I'll give you an example of mine. When I was in college, I was in a long distance relationship with my ex, and, you know, that was never going to work out. So I just started telling my long distance. I'm in college and she's like in the working world, you know, like we're in two different places and it's long distance. So like I would just like if she wouldn't call me back or if she wouldn't text me later, I'd be like, okay, what's she doing? And then she would be thinking on the opposite side, he's in college. He has to be at some like frat party. Yeah. Bang, 50. And so like I started thinking about her having sex with other people, and I became very okay with that in my mind. And then it spiraled into a fantasy. It spiraled into a fantasy, actually, you know, because like I truly believe that like not everybody knows what they're comfortable with right from the start.
Yeah,
right?
you
like,
find out, you figure it out.
Like I had to like kind of like learn that I actually like my girl to hook up with other people.
Yeah, you know? Well, I'm glad.
Yeah.
You go, dude.
Do you have anything like that?
I don't know if I have anything exactly like that, but I did have like a string of like kind of shitty boyfriends, as we all do, like growing up, because I don't know. I felt like I had really strict parents, obviously. Yeah. So like they didn't let me go outside till I turned like 17. So until then, like it was just me like on the internet, which is crazier than the outside world. So I would like find like friends on like Omegle and shit, and I would have like these boyfriends across the world that were just like, you know, like that I would just talk to for hours and hours. Oh, wow. And I'd realize like actually this is weird because I'm 16. So why are you fucking talking to me? So I had a string of like pretty bad boyfriends when I was pretty insecure, but now I feel a lot more comfortable with like what I am and what I want for myself. And I forgot where I was going with this. Oh, I remember. So in my string of pretty shitty boyfriends,
if you hear banging about us, we're actually on a boat. We were supposed to be doing content all day, but we've just been partying, having a good time. So, there's some boat noises. We
have time for the podcast.
Yeah, anytime you're in the room with Kazumi, whether it's bootleg or not, you have to take advantage of the opportunity.
Yeah, so, whether it's bootleg.
Yeah, this is bootleg.
So my strict parents, I once came home really late, which is 10 p.m., which was past my curfew of 9 p.m. So they kicked me out and I was like chronically houseless for a few years. And I really learned like financial independence in that time, which I feel like as a woman, especially like a slutty woman who likes to have sex, is really important to learn, you know, because I feel like a lot of my friends want to make money. Yeah. Sorry, I lost my thought process.
No, it's okay. So when your parents made you move out, was it more of along the lines of we just don't agree with what you're doing, but we still love you, or was there like a big conflict?
I wasn't very slutty back then. I just had like shitty boyfriends, and they were like, "This is getting weird. Like you need to figure that out." So I think that was kind of like the opposite thing of parents should do. Like if your daughter has a shitty boyfriend, you don't kick them out. So then I had to live with him, and then he was cheating on me, and then I would just kind of like be surfing and shit.
Kind of Romeo Juliet storyline, like you're not gonna date him. Yes, I am.
Yeah, but it was, you know, it was a really adolescent problem to have, like when I was 18. But it really taught me about becoming financially independent, because I was like, as soon as this guy doesn't like me, I'm out the house. Like, like, you know, like what do I fucking do? Right. So I was a marketing executive for a few years before OnlyFans, and then the pandemic hit, and I kind of was like, I hate going outside. So. Yeah.
I like that. So where do you want to go with OnlyFans? I mean, obviously a marketing background, which is very, very, very useful in this field. Most girls going into this are going into it more with the mindset of like, you know, how can I get more freedom? How can I make it on my own? But I've been around you enough to know that like you have a much bigger aspirations than just getting freedom. That's what you got when you got out of the house. So like when you're thinking about content, when you're thinking about like where to take this next, what does that look like?
So I have had a few surgeries, like my BBL and my breast augmentation and like lip fillers. So before that, I kind of was really insecure with how I looked, and I didn't think I would do really well on OnlyFans initially, because I didn't feel like I was like a hot girl, you know, like people would imagine jacking off with. So I did a lot of things with my marketing executive thing where I would do like, I would try to get subscribers without showing what I looked like. So I flew like an airplane banner with like my logo on it, and I would have business cards that would leave them at coffee shops, and I would like just think of things where I didn't have to show my face or body, where people would still want to get to know me. So I was able to really build my platform like that without having to really get, I mean, once you subscribe to my OnlyFans, I'm getting fucked hard. But like, I didn't think I had one of those Instagrams or Twitters where you would see me and be like, initially like.
That's really creative. So you actually said, look, if I just show my body and no one knows who I am, it doesn't matter like what the reception is. Then you started learning, oh wow, everybody loves my content.
Yeah.
Then I can now reveal who I am and get even more personal about it.
Yeah, because my parents don't know what I do. They still don't. Yeah.
What do they think you do?
I talk about NFTs, so they tell me to shut the fuck up.
Okay.
But so for a long time, I didn't have an Instagram or a Twitter or any type of social media. So I actually grew my OnlyFans through Telegram. So I was really trying to just make sure I didn't want to become famous or an influencer. I just wanted to make a lot of money and be financially free and then just kind of like live on a yacht, you know, like that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I forgot what I was saying, but yeah.
Yeah, then we get the point. And
yeah,
and
but
so,
my aspirations. I'm sorry. I mean, right now, I actually really love what I do. It was always something I liked doing because I was always in the kink scene and my friends were already doing porn and stuff like that. And were showing me ways to do it safely and with respectful people. So I definitely want to like ride the bike until, the wheels come up.
Yeah, you might as well because you don't get... You can't do this forever, you know?
Actually, see, a lot of people think I can't do this forever, but will people ever stop buying videos of me, 19 years old, getting fucked hard? No. You're absolutely
It's
my intellectual property, so I'll always be able to sell it. When I'm a MILF, when I'm pregnant, when I'm a grandma, someone's gonna jack off to it. So I might not physically be making the actual porn content, but I might be turning that money into like investments. I'm looking at real estate right now as becoming like my next move. I'm gonna become one of those Airbnb people. I know.
I love it.
Yeah. I'm like diving into crypto, trying to understand the NFTs when I want to listen, but just more ways to make the money long money,
Very nice. And what were some of those ways that your friends taught you how to be safe in the industry and do it right?
I would say, like, for me, like, the most unsafe I ever was when I was an actual girl in college, just having Tinder hookups, raw dogging, getting cream pied everywhere. And then I had a porn friend, when I started hanging out with porn stars, be like, dude, like, you need to be wearing a condom and getting tested all the time. I mean, generally, if I was having group sex, I would have condoms, but I didn't think about getting tested because I thought, oh, Planned Parenthood. Like, I don't go to talent testing. I'm not a porn star. But my friend was like, sat me down and was like, we should be getting tested every 14 days, and now I get tested every 14 days. And thank God I've never caught anything except like pink eye this one time when I ate ass. But like, I've learned a lot of like sexual responsibility and like porn stars are really clean. Like their last test was 14 days ago. So I can trust that my health is in good hands because it's their livelihood. And now that I am getting tested all the time, I always have that peace of mind.
Nice. Yes. The first time I had an STD scare, my dad actually made it really like it was so tough for me to even bring it up to him. Like, Dad, my girlfriend, she has the clap. I don't know what to do. And so he thought a way of making it better was, I'm going to send my son to a place for talent testing where porn stars get talent tested. So like this doesn't seem normal. Yeah, so it doesn't seem so overbearing, right? And that's actually where I met my ex-girlfriend who passed away, Shadow Styles. But
I'm sorry.
She that was a very interesting experience being around a lot of other adult stars that get tested so frequently and do it.
Yeah, and they're so responsible about it. Like I don't ever think about having I don't have raw sex unless it's for work, really, unless I'm in a relationship with someone. But I just have so much more peace of mind. Like, whereas, like, some of my normal friends, quote, quote, like, they'll be like, I just fucked a dude. And, like, this guy's never gotten tested ever. And I'm like, how can you do that? Like, like, the normal dating world is so scary to me because I feel like a lot of them are, like, a lot less sexually responsible.
Yes. 100%. So when you think about like your brand and like and how what is advice that you would give to other girls that are probably in your situation that want to build out their brand? Give us like the marketing side of like your secret sauce.
It's not about what you look like. It's not about what you do. I know girls who aren't conventionally attractive. I know girls who don't suck dick. I know girls who just have bikini pictures. I know girls who just work out and cook. What you need to do is have a good system of how to internally market yourself, like within the OnlyFans community, and learning how to set up systems within your OnlyFans, like how to like turn your rebill on, or should you have tip campaigns? How often should you sell photo sets or video sets or lessons or whatever the hell you're selling? Yeah. There's a supply and demand for whatever it is. And also having a good external market. So whether it be through social media, whether it be through word of mouth, it's just online sales. Yeah. You know, like it's just, you need to have a good presence for the forefront, and you need to have a good back front. I feel like some girls will have an amazing social media, but once the subscribers come in, they don't know how to provide the services they want. Like if I come in there thinking you're gonna have a video and you don't, I mean, I'm not gonna stick around next month, right? Yeah. Or if I'm somehow in your OnlyFans already, but you don't get new subscribers every day, then you're not gonna make more content all the time.
Totally.
You know? Yeah.
A big question I get from the girls that and again, sorry guys for the noise. I think there's some wind.
They're having an orgy.
Yeah. There's an orgy going on top of a big question I get frequently is like, how do you balance like content getting leaked?
Getting leaked. So I wouldn't say, so I have an okay DMCA takedown thing, but I've kind of like been wondering how much of a fuck I give, because I just have so much content that some content is good advertising. This is not a signal to leak my content. No, like never. What the fuck? Yeah. It's just the thing that's gonna happen. Like people, like as long as people don't understand, like I wouldn't even say people don't think sex work is real work. People don't think online content creation is real work. Yeah. Like try to sell like a cooking video. You can't, because people could YouTube a recipe, right? It's always battling that uphill battle. The people that are there to support me are going to be there to support me. And the people that aren't, I mean, they aren't. And
exactly. You know? And the reason I asked that question is, again, and there's also significant penalties for leaking content. So that's not...
My lawyer will find you. You know?
I met him, yeah. But no, like the big thing I've always said is like, look, you don't want to find the fans that just want to see you naked and leave anyway. Yeah. You want to find the fans that you just did something new, and they want to be the first person in line to see your new content and to be exposed to that, right? And it's all about finding, I think, to the women out there that are worrying about, once my content's leaked, I'll never, I'll never get subscribers again. Yeah. You're a testament of, if you actually listen to what your subscribers want and you find the right subscribers.
It's also the personal connection too. Like I try to sex with them every night, or at least like often enough to like talk to them and give them their money's worth. It's $3 to subscribe to my page, which is easy, and
you still manage all your own messages and everything.
Yeah, or I try to, know, and maybe I will take forever, but I mean, I like, it's me.
You don't have like some weird management company sending messages.
No, I'm not signed with anything. Yeah. I mean, the whole brand promise of OnlyFans is that it's not like browsers where you just see the video and go, which is cool, but like you're talking to a person, you're fostering that relationship, and it's just good customer service, to tell the truth. Yeah. Yeah.
So what NFTs and real estate have you been interested in?
I actually sold my first NFT of myself. I didn't really get it. I don't know why anyone bought like an NFT of me. Like I kind of was like, really? But I'm open to learning more. I just definitely need to figure it. Like I know it's more community driven than a lot of people think it is, so I need to I just need to learn more about it. But with my real estate, I actually did my first fix and flip, and me and a few other OnlyFans creators are looking into starting to make Airbnbs. Hot girl party.
And so like you're
having a drink. Yeah, I'm looking to like make some good supplemental income off of real estate right in the year, but I'm just not done with OnlyFans yet, or adult content. I don't feel like I'm done yet, and I want to just make sure I'm like, but
we definitely don't want you to be done. that would not be good news.
Yeah.
And so when you think about kind of like what you could do next, as far as like, where do you see the page going in the future, like the next?
So right now my strategy has been working in terms of internal traffic. So I was saying internal and external. My internal traffic is I've just started making better porn. Like I've started working with not to say better people, but more professionals. Like I worked with Angela White, Isaiah Maxwell, like, with other porn stars, like, so I feel like my quality of like actually like getting, because I used to, and there's a market for my early stuff, which was like, average girl doing amateur back shots in the car, which is cool. Everyone loves those. But I just want to make better. I want to make better work. So I've been focusing on making better, more consistent work and being more personal, even if it'll kill me, whatever.
Yeah.
And then in terms of externally, I'm working on like just having cleaner Instagrams. I'm working on getting a YouTube situated. I was supposed to vlog today. I didn't. I'm so dumb. Getting a TikTok situated. I did a little thing with Snapchat TV. I did a reality TV show pilot. I'm doing a thing for OFTV next week. And I'm doing a lot of podcasts. Here I am. So I just want to showcase my personality more. Because again, I mean, I don't think I'm the hottest girl. And if I am a hot girl, there's a million hot girls. So I just want there to be a reason why you would subscribe to me, which is, you see my personality and you're like, all right, I respect her craft enough to pay the $3 to see her naked consensually, So
I'm so glad you mentioned that, because it really is true that it doesn't, like, OnlyFans success does not equate to like a certain look or hotness.
No, I have a lot of girls who are who've taught me things who aren't conventionally attractive. I have a lot of friends who don't even show face, or a lot of people who don't do anything at all. It's really online sales. Do you have a supply and demand for whatever the fuck you're selling? Yes. Is it consistent? Cool, then you'll have consistent buyers. Are you advertising it? Okay, cool, then you'll constantly get new traffic, etc.
Did you ever like write down what your brand would be, or like give it thought, or did it, no pun intended, or did it just kind of like evolve over time?
It's evolved over time. So when I first started, I wanted to be as anonymous as possible. So I didn't have any social medias. But I was a marketing executive before it. So I knew that, you just learn a burp. So I learned from other people. So I actually was pretty big on Telegram because I would buy coaching groups. So from there, I knew how to like set up my OnlyFans internally, like really well, to be like a well-oiled machine of how to make money and how to keep generating income and keep people happy. Mm-hmm. So for a long time, that's what I wanted to stick to. I was like, I don't need a social media, whatever. And eventually Telegram got kind of dry. So I was like, let me start building a social media so I could have consistent subscribers. Because what I was doing was, with my first stage, I was once you were in, it was good, but it was hard getting people in because there was no social media. So I would have to buy a lot of OnlyFans promo, which got really expensive. So I was making money to spend money. And I kind of was like, this is cool, but I would if I have subscribers who see me and my personality before, is that up?
Yeah, it's good. It's going.
My personality, before I get naked, they might want to stay longer and more people will come. So then I made the social media. I built it without showing my body for a long time. So I did fake news headlines. Like I pretended to get kicked out of Harvard. I bought airplane banners to fly over Santa Monica. I got business cards, I got stickers, and I put them around Melrose and shit like that. And those things would go viral without people seeing me or making me insecure about my body. And once I got subscribers there, I bought my body, which was for me. It wasn't for OnlyFans anyways. And I was able to take better pictures, which was able to grow my Instagram. And then I started doing the podcast circuit. So I did No Jumper, I did Girls Gone Wireless podcast. I'm here with the ass eater himself. So now it's like I'm at phase 3, which is just creating a level of notoriety. Like I really look up to people like Riley Reid, Abella Danger, Lana Rhodes, who've become more than just their job. You know, like they've continued on to become a personality, just becoming more of like a well-rounded influencer where, like, I mean, Riley Reid probably doesn't shoot as much as she did 5 years ago, but she's still making just as much, if not more money, because of who she is now. And she's also helping other porn stars and other with Ash Agency. I almost signed on to them.
So speaking about signing on, is there any Telegram groups, coaching groups, or anything for a girl or guy that wants to start today and get like motivated and get the steam rolling? Is there
the thing is, Telegram was at its renaissance like 2 years ago during the pandemic, where no one wanted to collab, no one wanted to go outside, schedule a shoot. So it was all like the nerdiest girls just talking on the internet. So you could, but they're just dead chat rooms now.
So
Like,
you found really just like the way to go is to just connect with like a group of other girls that want to go out and make content. And just get relentless with content creation.
And really like figure out how you want to run your page. Like for me, I'm $3 entry fee. There's thousands of pictures of videos on the wall, but my actual porn is sent through the messages, which costs money, you know, which will be $10.
And they have to already be following you to get up to buy that.
Yeah, so you're getting your money's worth of $3 of all the pictures and videos that are there, but the porn that you want to see, like me with like fucking, I don't know, like people from browsers and shit, that'll be $10, which is still affordable and accessible if you want to see it. But I sell about 2 to 3 videos a day. And I have thousands of subscribers, so that adds up.
Yes. That's great. That's great. So I think the moral of the story is, you know, jump into your networks, find other people that have similar interests, right? Like you went to the sex parties and found a bunch of other people that had similar interests, and then build your own kind of like little content clan where you guys go out and make
content clan. Yeah. And even if you're a solo artist, it's all about your internal and external. Like if you can run your page really well without ever having to go outside, like power to you.
If you can do it all from home. We when we talked with Amber, she makes it all just doing it herself, just masturbation videos. Monetize what you're already doing by yourself.
Sometimes people I'm actually getting a lot of guys who are like, can we have more masturbation videos? Like, I don't want to see you getting fucked all the time, you know, like I want to just see you in your room. So I've been working on making more personal stuff, but it doesn't even matter what you sell. What matters is if you want to sell it and if it's actually good. Awesome.
So what's something you're currently working on that you want to plug people and direct people to, or is it just the OnlyFans?
Right now, my OnlyFans is the main thing. I also have a Fansly under the same name, Kazumi's World. They're both $3. I'm sending free nudes to whoever's vaccinated.
There you go.
Double vaxxed.
There you go.
There's bonus if you got the booster.
Bonuses for boosters.
Bonuses for the boosters. I'm gonna work on a YouTube, but I didn't make it yet. So when that happens, I'll be there.
Was there a reason that you also have Fansly? Is it more of a backup when that scare happened with OnlyFans?
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing. Whatever's easier for people, really.
Okay, great. We'll post Kazumi in the show notes. Is there any causes or anything else you want, any links you want us to post?
Follow my Instagram, Kazumi's World. Yay!
All right. Well, Kazumi, it's been real, and I think we have some more partying to do.
Woo!
Content creation.
Awesome.
So, goodbye, everybody.
All right, bye.